Deshaun Watson, it came out very, very early that Deshaun Watson was meeting with the 49ers, right? And immediately it was met with pushback from Mayoko, who I trust, and a couple other big name guys saying, absolutely not. Deshaun Watson and the 49ers are not meeting with each other. Okay, makes sense. Nothing's really been reported saying that they are. I get it. They're probably not meeting. But then there was a local reporter who came out and said, pump the brakes. The 49ers and Deshaun Watson absolutely have mutual interest. Now, he's not saying that they're meeting, but the interest is there regardless of what you're hearing. So, although reports came out saying, hey, they're not meeting, that is different than having interest. So, I want to make sure that that is clear. And I was able to talk to this gentleman on Twitter Spaces, and I posted the video. If you haven't seen it, go watch that there. Very interesting. I asked him, do you stand behind these reports? Because a lot of people came out last year and said Mac Jones was the pick, and they were burned. We're talking to some big name guys. Were you hesitant at all about reporting this? He says, absolutely not. I 100% stand on it. I appreciate that some people are not going to buy into it. That's fine. I'm not here to sell anybody, but am I confident in the report? Yes, 100%. So, with that being said, it it's most likely not going to happen, right? We do know that he's meeting with Cleveland, Carolina, New Orleans, and possibly the Falcons. That we do know. The 49ers are not in there. But what are your thoughts overall on Deshaun Watson? You can take it multiple different ways. You can say, hey, if I was the 49ers, I would do this, or just talk about the rumor in general. What are your thoughts?
Well, look, duh is my answer. Like the 49ers trade package that they ended up giving to get Trey Lance. It's no secret that that was all earmarked to go get Deshaun Watson before all of his off the field stuff happened. So this news that there's mutual interest, there's always been mutual interest. Deshaun Watson to play for the 49ers, 49ers to have Deshaun Watson. Do I believe this report that there's mutual interest? Absolutely. Who isn't interested in Deshaun Watson, right? And look, I think people forget, even when the 49ers already had traded, the 2 first rounders to move up to number 3, already in their mind had that they were going to use their top 3 first round picks to go get Trey Lance. That same couple hours before, what were they doing, Jesse? Calling Green Bay to find out if Aaron Rodgers was available. The 49ers do their due diligence. If there was a report that came out that the 49ers called Houston just to see if there's any interest in anything that they have that Houston would be interested in trading Deshaun Watson for, I would believe that too. I'm pretty sure they did exactly what Green Bay did and answered, said, hello, Lynch, and hung it up because they're like, there's nothing you got for us that's anywhere close to what these other teams are doing. But are the 49ers interested in Deshaun Watson? Absolutely, man. And if they could get him, they would trade for him. But reality is they have nothing that Houston is going to want in the sense competitive to what Carolina, the Falcons, and New Orleans are willing to give, because they don't have the first round picks, and I doubt that they have the caliber of players that would set them apart from what these other teams are willing to give up. So I just don't think that it's realistic. But I do agree that there was interest, and I'm pretty sure the 49ers did call to at least even see, hey, how close are we, kind of conversation.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I agree with you. I imagine that's exactly how it went, if at all. And I appreciate that this guy was firm in what he reported. I respect it. He obviously heard something from somebody that he trusts, and he ran with it. And so I got to give him credit for that. But I agree. I think if a conversation was had, it was very short lived. The 49ers don't have anything. It would probably realistically have to be a Trey Lance and a Nick Bosa. You don't have the first round capital. And are the 49ers willing to give that up? I think the answer is a resounding no. Once you hear Bosa is a part of that deal, Trey Lance, for as great as we think he's going to be, right? Some of us think he's going to be great. Some of us don't. Obviously, we do. But for as great as we think he's going to be, he holds no value compared to what the 49ers traded to go get him. He hasn't proven that yet. So, yes, he would probably be the first round pick in this year's draft. But to a team that already has Davis Mills and is probably at least comfortable with that for now, to expect that they would say, hey, yeah, let's just do a Lance for Watson deal and call it a day, throw in a fourth. That's not the way that that's going to work. They're going to want much, much more. They have too many holes on that team to fill. And it's just what it is. So, yes, do I believe there was some legs to it? Sure. Do I think it was short lived? Absolutely. Is Trey Lance going to be the quarterback? 100%. So, a lot of people want to know about Jimmy. We will get to that. But first, let me bring this up. Innovative Energy says bad start to free agency. Only Wagner basically will save it. Come on, Kyle Shanahan. What are your thoughts on this, Sunil? Would you want Bobby Wagner?
I told you my dream scenario. It's out in the atmosphere. Good juju, good vibes. Chandler Jones 1, Bobby Wagner 2. Bring them to the team. You don't have to sign anybody else. Just sign all people that we don't know. You get those 2 guys onto this squad, I'm with it.
People hate this, but I think Wagner's really going to play for the Rams. I know it sucks, but I think that they've lost a lot of pieces. They definitely are freeing up money by extending Donald and extending Matthew Stafford. There's a lot of money that they're about to free up. They're going to have some wiggle room, not to mention Todd Gurley's money. Yes, Todd Gurley, I believe that money is finally off the cap. So they're going to have some room to wiggle a little bit. And I do expect that Wagner, who is an LA guy, ends up possibly with the Rams. That kind of sucks. But he's not the best in coverage, and Jimmy G isn't there to throw it straight over the middle to him. So not too mad at that. Let me give you some.